the prospect of Kawhi Leonard going to the Lakers and joining LeBron. We're going to start with the first one, the big one, obviously. LeBron James going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, a lot of, I would say this was like pretty heavily expected by most people. Like, I know there were some people who thought he might go to the Sixers. There were a few people that thought he might go elsewhere. But honestly, LA was where I expected LeBron to go for the most part. I didn't really see the Sixers having too much of a shot at him just because of like what they have on the roster compared to what the Lakers have on the roster. Like, I just feel like there's a lot more flexibility with the Lakers as far as it pertains as like where like you know, like getting rid of guys, like get new to like clear up cap space and whatnot. Even though they have a good amount of cap space as well, but it's like um it's a younger team. They have a lot of potential on their team. Obviously, they have guys like Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, just to name a few. I also just read that they re-signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, so that's a pretty good signing there as well. Or was Caldwell? Yeah, no, he was there last year. Actually, he had like an 18 mil. He had like a 1 year deal last year. So KCP's going back. Then they got Lance Stevenson, which is also really interesting, and they signed JaVale McGee. So a lot of people joining LeBron already. So this is going to be a very interesting first season. I mean, obviously, especially with Lance Stevenson playing on the same team as LeBron, like they just like kind of get in each other's heads and all that. But it's just like, bro, like that's because like all I saw yesterday on Twitter was like the little gif of what's his name blowing Lance Stevenson blowing in LeBron's face. That's just hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised LeBron went to the Lakers. It's really not all that surprising to me. Like, I don't know, I just didn't think he would be a good fit in Philly. I know a lot of Sixers fans will probably disagree with me. They're probably gonna trash me when they hear this. I just didn't think that would be a spot where LeBron would like fit in. I think he fits in a lot better in LA. Obviously, he has a house in LA, but yeah. Overall, I think it was. I mean, it's like now it kind of seems a little tactical on LeBron's part because LeBron was talking about because because of this trade with the Lakers last year where they traded IT over there in exchange for Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson. Because now you get rid of those two contracts, and now it's like the Lakers have so much more flexibility with their cap. So they're able to bring in like a Lance Stevenson. They're able to bring back KCP. They're able to bring in a JaVale McGee. They might be able to, and it's like they still have assets to trade away. Like if they really wanted to trade Lonzo away, or even Brandon Ingram, or Randall, or Kuzma, or like any of those guys, like they have like the flexibility to do that and like possibly get Kawhi. But we'll talk about Kawhi in a little bit later in the podcast. But overall, sorry about my dogs. Y'all gonna hear my dogs barking a lot like in these podcasts because they love barking in the morning. But what's going on, Nat? Yeah, Nat, I'm not trying to be the next Maury. Come on, don't insult me like that. Like I ain't reading I don't know like paternity test and all that. But yeah, LeBron going to the Lakers, I feel like it was a good move on his part. Now, does this make the Lakers contenders? Yes, but I don't think they'll be contenders this year. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're not contenders yet because they have a young roster. Any team with LeBron James on their roster is a contender immediately. He has been to how many finals in a row now? I believe it's 7 or 8. I don't remember the number exactly off top. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep, like I told you guys at the beginning of the podcast. But LeBron has been to so many, and some like two of the teams that he was on, like in the playoffs with the Cavaliers, like the one team without Love and Kyrie, like its first year back in Cleveland, like He made it to the finals with those teams. He made it to the finals last year. Like, so we're really gonna sit here and act like he doesn't have a chance to go to the finals this year? No, obviously he's in the West now. And another thing, so the whole LeBron's afraid to play in the West argument can go right out the window now, because clearly he's not afraid of playing in the West with the Warriors, with the Rockets, and like hell, the Jazz are coming up now too, with OKC, like all those other teams. Like LeBron is clearly not afraid to play in the West, because this is like the strongest the West has looked in a while. And it's like, then you got the Pelicans possibly signing Boogie back. We'll see what happens with that. Like, LeBron is clearly like very abundantly clear that he's not afraid of playing in the West at this point, because he could have easily just ran over to Philly again. Like, talking about the Sixers, he could have gone to Boston possibly. I mean, if the Celtics could clear up enough cap space for him to go there. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people thought he might go to OKC, but I mean, nah. Like, even without the Paul George deal, like this year, like there was just no way he was going to OKC. Like, OKC has no cap space. We're going to talk about that in a second, because Paul George is the next person we're going to talk about. But yeah, like LeBron probably made the best move for him. Extreme Prestige, thank you for the follow as well, man. LeBron for President 2020. Yeah, I mean, I think he'd be a better. I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I mean, we ain't gonna talk about politics in here. But anyways, yeah, LeBron definitely made a smart move going to the Lakers, and if they can't get Kawhi, then it's like, hell, you just wait a year, you pick up Kyrie, you pick up someone else. I mean, free agency next year is going to be loaded, like all those different guys. I'm not going to name everybody off top because I don't remember everybody off top, but yeah, like even if the Lakers could have won, like go to the finals this year, maybe lose to the Celtics or something like that, then all of a sudden like you can pick up free agents and beat the Celtics. We'll have to see what happens with that.